Hi lovely people, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl again and you're right here on Lit the Catalyst. So today I'm here to tell you one of the most important stories of my life that I really do not share much with people who are not close. So it's in the month of May and it's quite special because professionally it holds the day celebration of the current profession I'm in, and as a proud one, I decided to share my journey with you. So I remember right after second cycle institution, I had always wanted to be a lawyer. And most people who were around me would tell you that indeed they saw me as one in their eyes, and I was also ready to embark on one. But just as life will have it, my dad had a different perception. So to him, he wanted me to be a nurse. My dad was one person who loved the uniform work so much, and he would always love to see anybody in a nursing uniform, in a military uniform, like in all the uniforms you can imagine. And some way, somehow, life made it impossible for me to pursue my law course in my junior university. And my dad actually told me to go and apply for a nursing school, which I didn't like the whole idea. I remember I battled this out literally with my dad, and my mom was kind of in the middle. So at a point, she felt like I should go for what I wanted to be. And at one point, she felt like I should listen to my dad because he might know what he's saying. And some way, somehow, you see, growing up as an African, you literally cannot win battles that are strongly fought with parents. So life ended up pushing me into nursing. Started my nursing actually not in a government institution. I did start my nursing back in a private institution, and I enrolled in Garden City University College. I had always dreamed to be someone who could just wake up one day, go to the office, dress out like I would, get my makeup on, get my earrings, get all the heels and all those things on, like, get myself in the lawyer attire and just see myself stand up in court to defend. And their life changed. Guys, guess what? I took the nursing path. So in the beginning, one strong part of me felt like, fine, let me just do a degree in nursing and just go my way since that's the wish of my dad. And I ended up in a diploma in nursing class, which I didn't like because I had good grades. It's not like my grades was off. Most of my lectures, I remember saying, "Oh, yeah, in a diploma class," but they kept telling me the degree class was full and all that. So I ended up doing diploma in nursing. I graduated. I missed all the clinicals, the inhalations. I remember I cried so much during my clinical period as a student because I was just trying to find my way around this new father's love of kind of a profession that I've been introduced into. And people would just not make it easy for me. They would sometimes shout at you. They would sometimes make you feel like you're a student, like you get that thing. And it was heartbreaking, but we sailed through. We graduated. I remember I graduated with distinction, and I was the only student, proudly, to graduate with distinction for my diploma class. It was kind of an exception. And finally, we ended up in one of the prestigious hospitals to have our national service done. So back at home, you'd have to do a year national service. Went through Kwame University of Science and Technology Hospital. That was where I did my service and got it all done. Then later, I was like, where am I going to go with this nursing again? And during those era, government was not posting nurses like they used to do, and there were backlog of nurses and all that issues. And then finally today, I want to say a big shout out to my friend Mavis, and popularly called Shingy. Thank you so much, Shingy and Ignatius, and they ended up telling me about this opportunity that a hospital in one of the towns in my country was offering employment, and then we jumped at it, started there. And then as we did it, after a year and some months, we finally got the government to post us, and I found myself in the western region again, where I did not want to be. I wanted to be in Kumasi, closer to my parents, closer to the family, closer to my friends, closer to everybody. And life in another way took me away from them again. And then I had to find myself there, where I met one wonderful guy, I should say, Emmanuel Konaji. Konaji, shout out to you. Thank you so much. Where we embarked on several journeys together, trying to make a headway to make our way down into the United Kingdom. We wrote all our IELTS together, our CBT. Along the path, chapters became rough. I parted ways with, like, our friendship drifted kind of apart. But sometimes I say when people's chapter in your life ends, it ends. And I think our chapters came to a close, kinda. And I should say that in as much as it did, I had the opportunity to enroll into Kwame Nkrumah University of Science again for my degree in nursing, which I did. And currently, I'm in the United Kingdom, working in one of the prestigious hospitals. I should say I am so proud of my hospital. And not to mention the name of my hospital, but I am impacting life. And that's what I want to bring to your notice. Just when we celebrate nurses in this month, International Nurses Day, I just want to appreciate every nurse who is doing their best outside their country home, outside the comfort, the efforts that we put in to make our patients smile reflected. And I should say, I have not regretted a moment becoming a nurse. This is one of the proudest things. I should say I'm proud now. And I like to say RIP to my dad. Even if he's no more, he still left a legacy in me that I continue to leave it. And I'm grateful that he pushed me on that path. Today I am here because he did what he had to do as a father. Yes, but let me say this, that the nursing journey is not an easy one. From the moment you decide to pursue nursing, to the moment you enroll in it, to the moment you're done with it, even to be a professional nurse is not easy. Not to talk about these keeping professional portfolios, making sure that you stay abreast with the nursing knowledge, making sure that you are still in tune. See, it has never been easy. But one thing I've said is that if you're somebody who loves to care for people, who loves to care for your patients, who just brings the smiles onto your patient's face, make sure that they are all well and doing well, and you do your best for them. You don't come home regretting, and that's the best feeling ever. To know that you delivered the best standard of care to whoever you cared for. You come home and you feel so glad of caring for whoever you cared for. Guys, today I am a proud nurse, and as you can see, I got my Royal Nursing College badge here, and I am wearing it with pride because I am a nurse. Yeah! And I am so proud of being a nurse. Shout out to all nurses, and the whole world. It's International Nurses Day, and you gotta celebrate this day with pride. And today I look back and I am proud. Shout out to my work colleagues who are nurses, sacrificing now. Shout out to all the other workers who support us as nurses, healthcare support workers, all the radiographers, all the doctors that we work with, making sure that we sank in our job to make sure that the best care is delivered to the patients. Thank you all for working with us. And just because my hospital was 5 years in Cambridge, I just want to give a shout out to my hospital. Thank you so much for providing us all the pleasures, giving all the exceptional services to people around here with the best services ever. And thank you for still holding your honor and prestige, still being the best hospital, carrying out lung and heart transplants, carrying out all the cardiothoracic surgeries and cardiothoracic procedures, giving people back their life, giving people back the strength. See, shout out to every single nurse. Sometimes we come home frustrated, devastated, drained, and at other times we come home feeling so proud of the profession we have chosen. It is not all rosy, but guys, let's still keep doing what we're doing. And for me, that's not the end of my journey. I'm just getting started. See you all guys at the top.